Have you ever felt your heart stop? Not from fear, not from running, but from sheer absolute disbelief. That cold feeling that starts in your stomach and spreads all the way to your fingertips until your hands are shaking so bad you can barely hold your phone? That was me, yesterday morning. I was sitting at my kitchen island, drinking coffee. It was a Tuesday. A regular boring Tuesday. I was supposed to be packing. My suitcase was open on the floor of the living room, half filled with shirts and travel adapters. I was smiling, actually. I remember I was smiling because for the first time in 10 years, I thought I had finally done it. I thought I had finally bought my way into my parents' hearts. Sad, right? But that's the truth. I unlocked my phone to check the flight itinerary one last time. I wanted to make sure the chauffeur service I booked for my parents was on schedule. I wanted everything to be perfect. But when I opened Instagram, there it was, right at the top of my feed. A photo. It was a selfie. My mother was grinning, holding a glass of champagne. My father was next to her, wearing the expensive noise-cancelling headphones I had bought him for Christmas last year. They were sitting in plush leather seats. The background wasn't their living room. It was the business class lounge at the international airport. My stomach dropped. That's weird, I thought. They aren't supposed to be at the airport for another 4 hours. And why didn't they call me? We were supposed to meet at the terminal. I zoomed in on the photo, and that's when I saw it. That's when the cold feeling hit me. In the corner of the frame, slightly blurry but unmistakable, was a hand holding a third glass of champagne, and on the wrist of that hand was a charm bracelet, a very specific silver charm bracelet with a little dangling star. I knew that bracelet. I paid for that bracelet when my stepsister, Chloe, cried about not having a birthday gift 3 months ago. My breath hitched in my throat. I scrolled down to read the caption. My mother had written, "Finally, the dream vacation begins. Europe, get ready for the Miller family. So blessed to be whisked away with my 2 favourite people. 2, not 3. 2, my thumb hovered over the screen. I refreshed the page, thinking maybe I was hallucinating, maybe I misunderstood, maybe they were just early, maybe Chloe was seeing them off. Then I saw the comments. My aunt had commented, "Have a blast, you guys deserve it. Is Chloe excited?" And my mother replied, "She is over the moon. It's just what she needed after such a hard year. #family first." I froze. The phone slipped out of my hand and hit the counter with a loud clatter. I stood up. I walked into the living room and looked at my open suitcase. I looked at the pile of crisp new euros I had exchanged at the bank yesterday. I looked at the itinerary printed on the table. Ticket holder 1, Liam Miller, that's me. Ticket holder 2, Gary Miller, my dad. Ticket holder 3, Susan Miller, my mum. There was no ticket for Chloe. There was never supposed to be a ticket for Chloe. I picked up my phone again and dialed my mother. Ring, ring, ring. "The subscriber you are calling is currently unavailable." I called my father. Straight to voicemail, I called Chloe. It didn't even ring. It went straight to the tone. Blocked. I sat down on the floor next to my suitcase. The realization washed over me like a bucket of ice water. They hadn't just left without me. They had taken my trip. The trip I planned. The trip I paid for. The trip that cost me 6 months of salary and years of saving. They took the reservation codes I sent them for safekeeping. They went to the airport early, and somehow Somehow they had swapped me out. They replaced me with the one person I specifically said was not invited. They were on their way to Rome, sitting in the seats I paid for, eating the food I paid for, about to sleep in the hotel suite I paid for, and me, I was sitting on my rug in a quiet apartment, completely alone. For about 10 minutes, I just sat there. I felt like crying. I felt like a little kid who just realized Santa Claus isn't real, but worse. I felt abandoned. But then something changed. I looked at that photo again. "So blessed," she wrote. The sadness in my chest started to burn. It got hotter and hotter until it wasn't sadness anymore. It was rage. Pure, unadulterated rage. They thought they had pulled off the perfect crime. They thought I was a doormat. They thought, oh, Liam won't do anything. Liam always forgives us. Liam is the nice one. They were right about one thing. I was the nice one. I was the one who always forgave. Past tense, was. I stood up and wiped my face. I walked over to my laptop and opened it. The screen glowed, illuminating the dark room. I logged into the travel agency portal. My fingers flew across the keys. Status, checked in. Flight, airborne. Hotel, confirmed. Tours, confirmed. Chauffeur, confirmed. I looked at the total cost at the bottom of the screen. It was a number that could buy a decent car. I took a deep breath. They were in the air right now. They were probably clinking glasses, laughing about how easy it was to ditch me. Laughing about how Chloe finally got what she deserved. They had an 11-hour flight. That meant I had 11 hours to work. I cracked my knuckles. "You want a vacation?" I whispered to the empty room. "Okay, let's see how much fun you have when the credit card declines." I didn't just want a refund. A refund was too easy. I wanted justice. I wanted them to land in a foreign country, thousands of miles from home, with absolutely nothing. And the best part? I was going to let them enjoy the flight first. I wanted them to feel comfortable. I wanted them to feel safe. Because the fall hurts so much more when you don't see the ground coming. To understand why I did what I did, you have to understand who these people are. You have to understand that this wasn't a one-time mistake. This was the finale of a lifetime of betrayal. I grew up in a house where love was conditional, and the condition was usually, be more like Chloe. Chloe is my stepsister. My dad married her mum, Susan, when I was 7 and Chloe was 5. From the moment Susan and Chloe walked into the house, the dynamic shifted. Chloe was adorable. She had curly blonde hair and big blue eyes, and she knew exactly how to use them. If she broke a vase, "Oh, it was an accident, poor thing," is crying. If I broke a vase, "Liam, you are clumsy and careless, clean it up." As we got older, the gap got wider. I was the worker. I got straight A's. I had a paper route at 12. I bought my own first car. I put myself through college with loans and 3 part-time jobs. Chloe was the free spirit. She dropped out of college twice. She tried to be an influencer, then a model, then a DJ. My parents funded everything. They paid her rent, they paid her car lease. They paid her credit card bills when she accidentally overspent on designer bags. I remember when I graduated with my master's degree. I didn't expect a parade, but I hoped for a dinner. Instead, my parents called me the night before graduation. "Liam, honey," my mum said. Her voice had that sugary tone she used when she wanted something. "We can't make the ceremony tomorrow." I asked why, looking at my cap and gown hanging on the door. "Chloe is having a crisis," she said. "Her boyfriend broke up with her and she's devastated. We need to drive up and be with her. You understand, right? You're so strong, Liam. You don't need us there holding your hand." I graduated alone. I took a selfie with my diploma in the parking lot and drove myself to a diner for a burger. That was 5 years ago. Since then, I've done well for myself. I started a logistics company. It was slow at first, lots of sleepless nights, ramen noodles for dinner. But it took off now. I make good money, very good money. And suddenly, my parents were very interested in my life. I became the family ATM. But I wasn't the son, I was the wallet. Chloe was still the daughter. So why did I book this trip? Why, after everything, did I spend $20,000 on a luxury European tour for them? Because I'm an idiot. That's why. Because deep down, that 7-year-old boy inside me still just wanted his dad to look at him and say, "I'm proud of you." My dad turned 60 this year. He had always talked about visiting Rome and Paris. I thought, this is it. This is the grand gesture. I planned it for months. First-class tickets on Emirates, a suite at the Hotel de Russie in Rome, a private after-hours tour of the Vatican. I booked it for 3 people, me, Mum, and Dad. I wanted a week of quality time, no distractions, no Chloe drama, just us. I presented the gift at Dad's birthday dinner 2 months ago. I handed him a gold envelope. He opened it, pulled out the itinerary, and his jaw dropped. "Europe?" he gasped. "First class?" "Happy birthday, Dad," I said, smiling so hard my face hurt. "Everything is paid for. We leave in 2 months. My mum grabbed the paper. Her eyes went wide. She actually hugged me. It was the first time she'd hugged me in years without patting my back like I was a stranger. For a few weeks things were great, but then the Chloe campaign started. It started subtle. Oh, Chloe saw the pictures of the hotel. She says it looks like a fairy tale, my mum said over the phone. A week later, "You know, Chloe has been so depressed lately. She feels so left out that we're all going away and leaving her here alone." "Mum," I said firmly, "this trip is for Dad's birthday. It's for us. 3 tickets, that's it." "Fine," Mum said. "You're right, it's your gift. We'll respect your wishes." I believed her. I actually believed her. 2 days before the trip, I went to their house to drop off the final itinerary packet. Chloe was there, lounging on the sofa, scrolling on her phone. She didn't even look up when I walked in. "We're so excited, Liam," my dad said. He looked genuine. "Really? Thank you." As I was leaving, Chloe looked up from her phone. She looked me right in the eye and gave me this little smirk. It wasn't a friendly smile. It was the smile of a cat that just spotted a mouse. "Have a safe flight, Liam," she said. I didn't realise that while I was driving home, my mother was probably already on the phone with the airline, asking about name changes on a ticket. I didn't realise that my peace offering was about to turn into a declaration of war. Back to the present. I was staring at my laptop screen. The anger was still there, but now it was cold, calculated. I needed to know exactly how they did it. I logged into the airline account first. I looked at the passenger manifest. Gary Miller, seat 1A. Susan Miller, seat 1B. Chloe Miller, seat 2A. There it was. My name was gone. I clicked on the edit history for the booking. Change made. Yesterday, 4 p.m. Agent, customer service hotline. Notes. Passenger. Liam Miller unable to travel due to medical emergency. Transferred ticket to sister Chloe Miller. Fee paid by credit card ending in 44.98. I checked my wallet. The card ending in 44.98 was my secondary card, the one I had given my dad years ago for emergencies. They used my card to pay the transfer. Fee to steal my ticket. The audacity was breathtaking. They had called the airline, pretended to be me, claimed I was sick and swapped the names. I sat back in my chair. So they were in seat 1A, 1B and 2A, sipping champagne, eating caviar. I looked at the clock. They had been in the air for 3 hours. They had 8 hours left before they landed in Rome. 8 hours was a long time. Plenty of time to dismantle a life. I opened a new document on my computer and titled it Project Cancellation. I picked up my phone and dialed the concierge number for the hotel in Rome. Buonasera, Hotel de Russi, a polite Italian voice answered. Buonasera, I said. My name is Liam Miller. I have a reservation for the executive suite for the coming week. I need to report a security breach. I need to cancel the reservation immediately. It was made fraudulently. Sir, the clerk asked, I don't understand. The room is prepaid. I know, I said, and I am authorizing you to keep the money. I don't want a refund. I want you to cancel the room. And under no circumstances are Gary, Susan or Chloe Miller allowed to check in. If they arrive, you are to turn them away. Tell them the reservation has been voided by the card holder. The clerk sounded confused, but money talks. Very well, Mr. Miller, I have cancelled the booking. Step 1 complete. Imagine landing in Rome after an 11-hour flight. You're tired, you're jet-lagged, but you're excited. You take a taxi to one of the best hotels in the city. You walk up to the marble counter, expecting to be handed a gold key, and instead you get told no. And the best part, it was peak tourist season in Rome. Good luck finding another room for 3 people on 0 notice, especially when I picked up the card ending in 4498, the emergency card. I dialed the bank. Hi, I need to report a theft. I said my card was used without my permission to book airline modifications yesterday. I need to freeze the card and mark those charges as fraudulent. Snap, there went their spending money. I knew my parents. They didn't have much liquid cash. They relied on my cards for big purchases. And Chloe? Chloe was broke. They were flying into a foreign country with a cancelled hotel and a frozen credit card. But I wasn't done, not even close. I looked at the tours on my list. The private Vatican tour was $800. The cooking class was $400 per person. I sent emails to both vendors. Cancellation. Then I got to the big one. The return flights. One-way tickets from Rome to New York are expensive. Last-minute one-way tickets? Astronomical. I logged back into the airline portal. Since they had transferred my ticket to Chloe, the return leg was now under her name too. But I was still the purchaser. I hit the cancel booking button for the return leg. A warning popped up. Are you sure? This is non-refundable. You will receive a flight credit for future travel. Perfect, I muttered. I clicked confirm. The credit voucher was emailed to me. So let's recap. They have no hotel, They have no activities. They have no money on the main card. And now they have no way home. I sat back and exhaled. My heart was racing, but the shaking in my hands had stopped. I felt powerful. For years I had let them walk all over me, but today I realized that you can't buy love, but you can definitely buy revenge. I decided to make myself a sandwich. I was suddenly very hungry. Have you ever watched a bomb countdown? Not in a movie, but in real life. For the next 7 hours, that's what I did. I didn't sleep. I didn't watch TV. I sat in my living room with my laptop open, tracking flight EK097 on the radar. It was a tiny yellow airplane icon moving across a blue map. Inside that tiny yellow plane were 3 people who thought they had won. They were probably waking up right now, stretching in their lie-flat seats, drinking freshly squeezed orange juice. My mum was probably checking her makeup in the compact mirror, getting ready for her Roman holiday. They had no idea that they were flying straight into a hurricane, and I was the storm. At 1:30 p.m. local time, that's 7:30 a.m. in Rome, the status changed. Status landed. My heart hammered against my ribs. I knew the timeline perfectly. 45 minutes to get through customs, 45 minutes to drive from the airport to the city centre. So, I had about an hour and a half before the fireworks started. I sat down and put my phone on the table. Volume up, speaker on, 1 hour passed, 1 hour and 15 minutes passed. Then, at exactly 9:15 a.m. Rome time, the phone lit up. Caller ID, Dad. I stared at it. It buzzed and buzzed and buzzed. I didn't pick up. I wanted them to sweat. I wanted them to panic. The ringing stopped. 10 seconds later, caller ID, Mum. I let that one go to voicemail too. Then a text message popped up on the screen. Mum, Liam, pick up the phone. There is a mistake with the hotel. I smirked. Oh, there's no mistake, Mum, I whispered. Then my phone rang again. Dad, this was it. The moment of truth. I took a deep breath, composed my voice, and swiped green. Hello, I said, sounding calm, casual, like I was just waking up. Liam, my dad's voice exploded through the speaker. It was loud. He was shouting. In the background, I could hear the distinct, chaotic noise of a busy hotel lobby. Hey, Dad, I said, you landed? How was the flight? Never mind the damn flight, he yelled. We're at the hotel. There's a problem. Oh? I leaned back in my chair. What kind of problem? They're saying the reservation is cancelled, he shouted. We're standing at the reception desk like idiots. The guy says the booking was voided yesterday. Fix it. Now. He didn't ask. He commanded, just like he always did. Liam, get on your computer, call the agency, send them the confirmation again. These people are incompetent. I took a sip of my coffee. Dad, I said slowly, they aren't incompetent. The reservation is cancelled. I know that. That's what I'm telling you. Fix it. No, I said. The line went silent. What did you say? He asked. His voice dropped an octave. I said no. I'm not going to fix it because I'm the one who cancelled it. Silence. Absolute dead silence. You... What? I cancelled the room, Dad. Yesterday afternoon. Right after I saw the Instagram photo of you, Mum, and Chloe drinking my champagne in the lounge. Liam! My mum's voice suddenly cut in. She must have grabbed the phone. She sounded breathless, frantic. Liam, honey, stop joking. This isn't funny. We are tired. Just put the card back on file so we can go up to the room. I can't do that, Mum, I said, because the card is frozen. I reported it stolen. Stolen? She sounded confused. But we have the card. Dad has it in his wallet. I know, I said, and since you guys used it to commit fraud yesterday, I had to shut it down. Fraud? My dad's voice was back. He sounded furious now. How dare you? We are your parents. We didn't commit fraud. Really? I let my own anger slip into my voice now. So tell me, Dad, how did Chloe get a ticket? My ticket was in my name. How did she get on that plane? We just swapped it, he stammered. It was a last-minute decision. Chloe was so upset, Liam. We thought you wouldn't mind. You thought I'd be relieved? I laughed. It was a dark, dry laugh. I spent 6 months planning this. I spent $20,000 and you stole it. It's just a flight, Liam. Chloe's voice pierced the air. She was obviously listening in. God, you are such a baby. Why do you always have to ruin everything? I'm in Rome. Just let me enjoy it. Hearing her voice snapped something inside me. Hello, Chloe, I said. I hope you enjoyed the flight, because that is the last thing you are getting from me. Liam, stop this immediately, my dad barked. I am ordering you, unfreeze the card, rebook the room. You want to know what's embarrassing, Dad? I said. Graduating alone while your parents comfort your adult stepsister because of a breakup. That's embarrassing. Being the family bank account but never the family member. That's embarrassing. We can talk about this later, Mum pleaded. Please, Liam, just fix the hotel. We have nowhere to go. We have no money. Then I guess you better find a hostel, I said. If you don't fix this, Dad threatened, his voice dropping to a growl, don't bother coming to Christmas. You are dead to us. Dad, I said, my voice dead calm. I was dead to you the moment you handed my ticket to Chloe, and I'm just making it official. I could hear the panic setting in on their end. Sir, I heard a faint voice in the background, probably the hotel manager. I must ask you to clear the lobby if you are not checking in. One moment, my dad yelled at the manager, then ran back to me. Liam, please, okay, we messed up, but we are here now. You can't just leave us stranded in a foreign country. It's dangerous. You aren't stranded, I said. You have passports. You're adults. Figure it out. We can't. Mum was sobbing now. Please, Liam, just for tonight. Pay for tonight. I almost caved. Almost. That nice guy programming runs deep. But then I looked at my computer screen. I can't pay for tonight, Mum, I said. I told you, the cards are cancelled, the money is gone. I took the refund for the hotel and I put it back into my savings. Fine, Dad yelled. We are going to cut our trip short. We're coming home tomorrow. Oh, I said. About that, you might want to check your return flights. What do you mean? Since the tickets were under the same booking reference, when I cancelled the hotel and reported the fraud, I cancelled the return tickets, I said. You're one-way passengers. I heard a scream. It was Chloe. My flight! He cancelled my flight! You are stranded, I said. For real this time. You're in Rome. It's high season. One-way tickets back to the US are about $2,000 each right now. Do you have $6,000, Dad? I knew the answer. He had maybe $2,000 in his savings account. "You are a monster," my mother whispered. "No, Mum," I said. "I'm a mirror. I'm just reflecting what you gave me." "We will sue you," Chloe yelled. "I'll tell everyone. I'll post it on TikTok." "Go ahead," I challenged. "Post it. Tell everyone how you stole your brother's vacation and he cancelled it. See whose side the internet takes. I have the receipts, Chloe." There was silence on the line again. Heavy, crushing silence. "Liam," Dad said. His voice was broken now, defeated. "Son, please. How do we get home?" "I don't know, Dad," I said. "Maybe you can ask Chloe. She's the favourite, right? She must be good for something." "Liam." "Goodbye, Dad. Enjoy Rome." I hung up. I blocked their numbers. All of them. Dad, Mum, Chloe. Then I went to the kitchen and poured the rest of the coffee down the sink. I opened a bottle of wine, not the cheap stuff, the good stuff I was saving for a special occasion. I poured a glass, walked out to my balcony and looked at the city skyline. I was alone. I had no family to talk to. I had just nuked my relationship with my parents. But for the first time in my entire life, I felt free. They say the internet is written in ink. Once it's out there, it's out there. When I woke up the morning after posting my receipts video, my phone battery was at 4%. It had been buzzing all night. My video had 3.5 million views. Chloe's video was deleted. I clicked on my notifications. It was an avalanche of support. Comments like, "Wait, they stole his ticket and then cried about being stranded? The audacity is insane." I checked Chloe's Instagram. She had turned off comments. Then she went private. Then I checked her Venmo, the one she posted asking for donations. People were sending her requests instead of money. Requests for 1 penny with notes like, "For being a brat." My phone rang. It was Aunt Linda. "Liam," she whispered. She sounded horrified. "I saw the video, the one with the text messages. Is that real? Did your mother really say they swapped you?" "You think I'm good enough at Photoshop to fake that timestamp, Linda?" She sighed, a long, heavy sigh. "I had no idea. She told me you cancelled last minute because of work. She lied to me." "She lies to everyone, Aunt Linda. That's how she survives." "They are in a bad way, Liam," she said softly. "They are at the airport in Rome. They've been there for 12 hours. They can't afford a direct flight back. They had to book a budget airline with 3 layovers. Rome to Turkey, Turkey to Germany, Germany to New York, Ginsin. It's a 30-hour itinerary, in economy, middle seats." I almost smiled. Almost. "Well," I said, "it's not business class Emirates, is it?" "They are maxing out your father's last credit card to pay for it," she said. "They are furious, Liam. When they get back, it's going to be ugly." "I know," I said. "I'm counting on it." I didn't see them for 2 days. I tracked their new flight path, though. I watched as they had a 6-hour layover in Istanbul in the middle of the night. They finally landed in New York on Friday night. I knew they would be too exhausted to fight right away. I waited until Saturday morning. I wanted to end this. I didn't want to drag it out. So, at 10 o'clock a.m., I drove to their house, the house I grew up in, the house I paid to fix the roof of. I walked up the path and knocked on the door. Eventually, the door opened. It was my dad. He looked terrible. He had grown a stubble beard in the last 4 days. His eyes were red and puffy. He was wearing the same shirt he had on in the Instagram photo, but now it was wrinkled and stained. "You," he croaked. "Hi, Dad," I said. "Welcome home. How was Europe?" He opened the door wider. "Get in." I walked into the living room. My mom was sitting at the kitchen table staring at a stack of bills. Chloe was on the sofa wrapped in a blanket. "You have some nerve coming here," Chloe spat. "I came to get my spare key," I said calmly, "and the title to my car that's in the garage, and then I'm leaving." "You're leaving?" Mom stood up. She was shaking. "You think you can just walk in here after what you did?" "After what I did?" I laughed. "Mom, please. Let's not do this dance again. We are ruined," she screamed. "Do you know how much those tickets cost? $4,000. We had to borrow money from your uncle. We are humiliated." "You were humiliated the moment you decided to steal from your son," I said. "It wasn't stealing," Dad roared, stepping toward me. "It was a reallocation of resources. We are a family. What's yours is ours." "No," I said, holding my ground. "That's where you're confused. What's mine is mine. I earned it. I worked double shifts while Chloe was partying. I saved while you guys bought new cars. I gave and I gave, hoping that one day you'd respect me. But you don't. You just see me as a resource." "We loved you," Mum cried. "We raised you." "You raised me until I was 7, I corrected her. "Then you raised Chloe. I just lived here." Chloe threw a pillow at me. "You're just jealous," she shrieked. "You've always been jealous of me because I'm happy and you're a miserable workaholic." I looked at her, really looked at her. "Happy?" I asked. "Chloe, you're 26. You have no job. You have no degree. You have no money. You just have your parents enabling you. And now you're the girl who got stranded in Rome because she tried to steal a vacation. The internet knows who you are now. Good luck becoming an influencer with that reputation." Her face went pale. "Get out," Dad said. His voice was low and dangerous. "Gladly," I said. "But first, the key." "I threw it away," Dad lied. "Okay," I said. "Then I'll just change the locks on my apartment today. Doesn't matter." I turned to leave. "Liam," Mum said. Her voice changed. It went from angry to desperate in a split second. The manipulator switch flipped. "Liam, wait. Please, we can't pay the credit card bill. If we don't pay it, they'll ruin our credit score." I stopped at the door. I looked back at them. The 3 of them. A tableau of toxicity. "You know," I said, "if you had just asked me, if you had just said, 'Liam, we really want Chloe to come. Can we work something out?' I probably would have said yes because I'm an idiot who loves you." They looked hopeful for a second. "But you didn't ask," I continued. "You took. And now you have to pay the price." "So, you're not going to help us?" Mum asked, her voice trembling. "No," I said, "I'm not. I'm done. The bank is closed." "You are an ungrateful son," Dad spat. "And you are a thief," I replied. I opened the door and walked out into the sunlight. As I walked down the driveway, I heard the door slam shut behind me. It sounded like a gunshot. I got into my car. My hands were steady, my heart was slow. I didn't feel guilty. I didn't feel sad. I felt light. That was 3 months ago. Since then, silence. I changed my phone number. I changed the locks on my apartment. I unfriended them on all social media. I heard from Aunt Linda that things aren't going well over there. Apparently my dad had to come out of retirement and take a part-time job at a hardware store to pay off the credit card debt from the emergency flights. My mom is apparently sick with grief and tells anyone who will listen that her son abandoned her. And Chloe had to get a job, a real job. She's working as a receptionist at a dental office. No more midday mimosas. As for me, I took the refund money, the money I got back from the hotel and the return flights, and I rebooked the trip, but not for my parents. I booked it for myself, and I took my Aunt Linda. She was the only one who told me the truth about them. We went to Rome last week. We stayed at the Hotel de Russie. We did the cooking class. We toured the Vatican. I posted a picture of us in the business class lounge, me and Aunt Linda, clinking glasses of champagne. The caption, "Finally got to take that family trip. Just the two of us. No drama, just pasta." I didn't tag my parents. I didn't need to. I knew they would see it. I knew Chloe would check from a burner account. And I knew that somewhere in that house with the leaky roof, they were looking at that photo and realizing exactly what they had lost. They didn't just lose a vacation. They lost their son. And honestly, it was the best deal I ever made. So what is the lesson here? It's easy to say, don't steal, that's obvious. But the real lesson is about boundaries. For years, I let my family treat me like an option, not a priority. I let them use me because I thought that's what love was. I thought if I provided enough, I would be worthy. But you cannot buy respect. And you cannot negotiate with people who feel entitled to your life. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do for yourself is to cut the cord. It hurts. It feels like amputation. But once the toxic limb is gone, the rest of the body can finally heal. If you are the ATM of your family, if you are the one who is always giving and never receiving, take a look at this story. Don't wait until they steal your vacation. Don't wait until they leave you stranded. Book your own trip. Live your own life, because the only person responsible for your happiness is you. Thanks for listening.